In this pod, we're going to recap on the past simple tense. This is commonly referred to as the preterite tense. If you want to talk about what you did, saw, heard, ate, and more, this is the tense you need.
In order to form the preterite tense, remove the ar, or ir ending from the infinitive you need. You then add the ending to make the form you need. Fortunately, and ir infinitives share the same set of endings, so you'll only have to remember two different types.
Let's begin by looking at the ar verbs using hablar, meaning to speak, as our example. We have
Hablé, meaning I spoke. Hablaste, meaning you spoke when you is singular and informal. Habló, meaning he spoke, she spoke, or it spoke, depending on the context. It can also mean you spoke when you is singular and formal. Hablamos, meaning we spoke. Hablasteis, meaning you spoke when you is plural and informal, and hablaron, meaning they spoke or you spoke when you is plural and formal.
As we've already mentioned, the and ir infinitives use the same endings. So let's look at beber, meaning to drink, as our example. We have
Bebí, meaning I drank. Bebiste, meaning you drank when you is singular and informal. Bebió, meaning he drank, she drank, or it drank, depending on the context. It can also mean you drank when you is singular and formal. Bebimos, meaning we drank. Bebisteis, meaning you drank when you is plural and informal. And bebieron, meaning they drank or you drank when you is plural and formal.
all regular verbs will follow this pattern. Comprar, meaning to buy. Vender, meaning to sell. Salir, meaning to go out, and so on. Unfortunately, however, there are some irregular verbs. These are verbs which do not follow the usual format. You'll need to memorize them separately. We can't give you every example of an irregular verb, but we can certainly start you off with some of the most common ones.
Let's begin with ir, meaning to go, and ser, meaning to be. Both of these infinitives share the same preterite forms. We have
Fui, meaning I was or I went. Fuiste, meaning you were or you went when you is singular and informal. Fue, meaning he was, she was, it was, or he went, she went, or it went, depending on the context. It can also mean you were or you went if you is singular and formal. Fuimos, meaning we were or we went. Fuisteis, meaning you were or you went when you is plural and informal. And fueron, meaning they were or they went. It can also mean you were or you went when you is plural and formal.
context is usually the only way to tell whether ir or ser is being used. For example, the sentence El año pasado fui a Tenerife is obviously last year I went to Tenerife, and not last year I was Tenerife.
Other important irregular verbs include estar, another word for to be.
Estuve, meaning I was. Estuviste, meaning you were when you is singular and informal. Estuvo, meaning he was, she was, it was, or you were, depending on the context and if you is singular and formal. Estuvimos, meaning we were. Estuvisteis, meaning you were when you is plural and informal. And estuvieron, meaning they were or you were when you is plural and formal.
Another commonly used irregular verb is hacer, meaning to do or to make. Pay close attention to its various forms.
Hice, meaning I did or I made. Hiciste, meaning you did or you made when you is singular and informal. Hizo, meaning he, she, it, or you made or did when you is singular and formal. Hicimos, meaning we did or we made. Hicisteis, meaning you did or you made when you is plural and informal. Hicieron, meaning they did, they made, you did or you made when you is plural and formal.
Other irregular verbs include decir, poder, querer, tener, and venir. But remember, there are more.
We leave it there for the preterite tense. Try to practice forming it on your own, using new sentences and phrases. Buena suerte!